right from the start we've already got some of the blocks here. That's so the children don't have to do that one. So problem 1, can you change the backdrop when the button is clicked? So we've got to get our program block when this sprite is clicked, and we're going to put on switch backdrop to maze 1. So problem 2, can you make sure both buttons disappear when the backdrop changes? So we're going to add a hide code to when this sprite is clicked, and we've got to make sure that when the backdrop switches to the instruction screen we hide it as well, because that is what's going to be put on the instructions one. So let's look at the extension. Can you make the button costumes change when the mouse is on them? So we're going to move our backdrop over there, and we're going to look at the control side of it. So we're going to get a forever loop, and we're going to put it on the wet green flag is clicked. And we've got to put an if else in there. And then we want to go to our sensing area, and we grab touching, and we put down the drop menu, and we go to mouse pointer. So after that we go to looks, and we go to switch costume, and we put in another switch costume in the else. So we've got to make sure we put the right ones. So switch costume to begin for the else, and let's go if it is touching it. So let's see if that works. Yes. But the instructions button is still there when we click it. So that's why we've got to head on over to the other one. And we've got the same problems here. So again, we've already got it going to the right position. So can you change the backdrop when the button is clicked? So when the sprite is clicked, the backdrop will switch to the instruction screen. And to make them hide, we've got to hide that. And when backdrop switches to maze 1, from when the other one's clicked, we hide it. So we've got to make sure it's on maze 1. So now we're going to see if we can change the costume when the mouse is on them again. We go back to control, grab the forever loop again, the if else block, and we've got to go back to sensing and grab touching, put on the mouse pointer, move that over there, and we've got to go to looks and switch the costume to go, and we want that one as go, and we want else as instructions. So let's see what happens. They both change when we hover over them, and if we click on it, it changes to the instructions screen, and the begin is gone, and if we do it, the instructions has gone again.